person A could create ads and we could create ads, and person A is creating their ads off the strategy that they know or what they think. And this is why there's so many people out there being burnt. It's because they're getting ads set up, but the strategy's shit. It's always good to get a bit of a background and understanding of what the potential customer is doing, and it's always good to, I could pretty much get all I need from looking at someone's Facebook page and website to identify what they are and are not doing. Do they actually have a lead acquisition funnel set up that's generating the right lead? Do they make it seamless, or does it feel like you have to jump through hoops? I've looked at some prospects' websites and they're not even mobile friendly. Or you'll go click on something and you've got to go through about 4 different pages until you get to what you're trying to really look for, and you just need to really speed up the process for the consumer to be able to get what they want as quick as they can. It's the world we live in right now, but it allows as well to be able to go into the meeting and know that, from their perspective, knowing that, these guys have actually had a look at what we're doing and they understand a bit of their scope, and if we can provide some context to something that we would recommend to potentially look to do, then it just makes it a lot easier. Because when you can point things out that people aren't doing, it can be very valuable, but it can also be detrimental if you just go in there going, oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not doing this. Yeah. People can get their feathers up and go, oh, fuck you. Come in here and tell me, I know I'm not doing it all, but there's a way to approach it. But ultimately, the key to go into any meeting is just seeking first to understand, I've talked to many people who have utilised, agencies before, where the agency goes in and just tries to create a brand new business model, or they might have watched a Russell Brunson ClickFunnels video, so now they're an agency and now they're telling this company here to go and do this type of funnel when it's not even relevant to them. So don't ever go into it with, I already know what these people need, because what they might be showing on the forefront via their website or social media might actually not be what they're really wanting to try and portray. People are just hesitant. Especially if you've used someone before. If you have a partner who cheats on you and then you find another partner and they cheat on you, you're probably going to think the next person's going to cheat on you, right? If you have an agency and you've entrusted your money and they haven't got you what you wanted, but they talk something differently, there's always the skepticism there. Why would you want to hire someone if you've had a bad experience before, I get it though, and that's our job to. And that's why I use language like, I can totally understand, we get many people come to us, they've had this happen. So you're really just painting the picture in the forefront. I always revert back to the 8 Mile Eminem Papa Dot rap, where Eminem just gets out and he slays himself first, so Papa Dot has nothing else he can use against it. So you need to not keep this stuff a secret, you need to bring it to the forefront and say, look, we understand there's an epidemic of people in the industry who are out there saying they're experts. They don't have no runs on the board and they're out there trying to teach this stuff or do these type of services for businesses. And I even say, look, at the end of the day, the reality is, because I know they're thinking this, I'll say, and right now what I'm saying to you is probably what you've heard before, right? It's just words to you. So what we need to do is we need to get our results to do the talking for us. So being able to tap into what that person's potentially thinking or any preconceived notions they have about something, you need to overcome them and then paint the picture of the importance of actually having a good strategy that works. And I always like to start with what's the first thing right now. Like if we could plug one of the holes in the leaky bucket right now for you, what is that one? What's the first thing? Because there's no shortage of what we could do. I mean, we could build a 10-person marketing team for someone's business. It just depends on the scope and scale that they want to go to. make sure you allow enough time to turn up early, and allow enough time if it does go extended. Like, don't book back-to-back appointments where you're like, oh shit, I've got to go now. You know what I mean? It's important to keep your schedule, but it's also important to not over allocate your own resources. I think the biggest takeaway for me there was the solidification that Campbell Media Group is going to make waves, because I'd have to say 80% of businesses we've talked to have had some form of digital strategy, social media person come and try and pitch them, or even actually be utilised and just get zero results. So there's a lot of people out there being burnt. My biggest goal is for them to walk out there going, wow, I feel confident in these guys. That's my biggest goal. You can blow them away with strategy they don't even fucking know about. But you got to talk in the terms of the customer, the prospect. We know what their end outcome is. We know what their goal is. So everything we talk about is oriented towards that. It's like if you're dealing with a fat loss client, right? If you're a trainer, you don't go in and talk about strength and this and that. You talk purely to the thing that this person wants. No more body fat. But again, it's all talk, all speculation until the rubber hits the road, and then so the important part's building enough trust. You know, like I think I said about 3 times, like what is it that you need to know, think and feel? What do you need to know from us? Like, what's going to help you make that decision? Because it's either us or someone else, you know, and like how you said, which was important, going, well, you know, the reality is, yeah, you have been burnt, but regardless, you're going to need to move forward with someone. Person A could create ads, and we could create ads, and person A is creating their ads off the strategy that they know, or what they think. And this is why there's so many people out there being burnt, is because they're getting ads set up, but the strategy's shit. Talking to new clients this morning, looking in their ad account, I'm like, this person who did your ads last has just used like link clicks and post-page engagement as the actual deliverable, when I know why they've done that. It's because it's the easiest. It's the easiest way to set up for an amateur. Setting up custom conversion pixels and tracking and UTM codes and all of those things is really hard. So I can automatically look in someone's account and go, well, they're using the wrong variable for this product. Well, they're taking the wrong action. It's funny, I'm not really used to sucking up a whole day out at meetings. That's good though. A couple of really great prospects, potential customers that we can be helping. So it's always good to go into a meeting when you know you can actually serve that audience. I mean, I've had meetings before where I'm sitting there going, you know what, I actually don't think I can help. Which is a very valuable thing to be able to do, is don't ever take on a client if you don't think you can help them. It'll end up being worse off for you than good, that's for sure. Every day is productive because time's being spent on something. Like you could say, last week, was I productive when Facebook was giving us grief? Well, yeah, I was in the element of fixing the actual issue. Was I productive in other tasks that I potentially might have wanted to get done, but I didn't? Well, no. So productivity is just I think it's just a figment of your imagination. Now I know all the productivity people out there will be like, what the fuck? No, productivity is a thing. I get it, and I understand it. But where I'm coming from is, you could say, did you have a successful day today? No, it was a shit day, it was a horrible day. Okay, but you could look at it and it could also be successful, right? If you had to break down particular components of it. It's all perception, that's what it is. Perception's reality, I guess. Because what is productivity? Is productivity me getting 1,000 things done on a computer, or having 2 really important client meetings? Well, for the future of the business, new clients is going to help, but also sitting down doing 1,000 things at the computer is going to help. This conversation is not very productive, but it is. If you're sitting there and you're thinking about productivity and you're not really sure, or maybe you've had a day where you haven't felt productive, but I've just said, no, you've been productive. Maybe not in the areas that you might have liked to be productive in that day, but as I stay true to, everything is happening for you. Everything's happening for you, not to you.
I hope you liked today's vlog. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share, tap the like button, the love button, subscribe button, any button that you see around this video, I'm sure you could tap it. Also, please be sure to leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.